Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Good to see you guys again. I have a really exciting video for you today because she's here. She's here. Can you guess what it is? Maybe all this stuff will help you guess. It's a package from Pat McGrath. It's everywhere. Does anybody enjoy this stuff that's in? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's here. Who cares about the mess? We'll clean it up later. It's here. It is the Pat McGrath Mothership VIII. I'm cleaning off my fingerprints. The Mothership VIII Divine Rose in the pink packaging. Woohoo! I waited a long time for this. I could have gotten it in the black packaging, but I wanted to be extra and get it in the limited edition pink, which I heard was back actually at time of filming. Don't know if it is now. We'll need to check. But it's beautiful. Whether you got it in the black packaging, whether you got it in the pink, it's gorgeous. We're gonna talk about it and we're gonna do this demo today. I'm gonna take a little change in my demo though, okay? These are artistry palettes from makeup artists with clients. They're very editorial and they're gorgeous. The only issue with that is for my everyday ladies who subscribe and watch my channel, it can be a tad bit intimidating. Let's take a look at these colors. They're gorgeous, but there's a trio chrome in here. This is called a trio chrome, not a duo chrome, but a trio chrome. It goes pink and it goes green, almost gray, if you can see that there. These special shades, they can be a bit intimidating, these shades. They really can. We have, and I'll show you here as I rub off my hands, we have some shades that are very kind of simple and matte and easy. But we also, see, that's easy to work with those. But we also have some shades in here that are a bit trickier. We even have this shade right here, which is actually a pressed pigment, which is supposedly not safe for use on the eye. They warn you. It can stain a little bit, but if it does, it could come off the next day. So don't really be worried about that, but they do have to put that warning in. But you know, things like that and these special shades, we have the wild gold that's in here. They put off, I have a lot of people say to me, I can't spend the money on that palette because I don't know if I would use any of the wilder colors. So the reason I'm calling this video Pat McGrath Mothership VIII Divine Rose for the Timid is I wanted to show you that you too can use this palette even if you're not a makeup artist and even if you're not trying to create a wild look. The wild looks are great fun to watch, but for our everyday monetary expenditures, we want to make sure we're getting it right. And we'll get into the tutorial in just a moment. Let's take another look at this palette. We saw some quick swatches, and I'll put more swatches up on my Instagram for you guys to see. But this palette is absolutely gorgeous. What it kind of is, let's take a look at the box. It's art. You know, I'm so lucky. My Mothership VII Divine Rose, the box was all in tatters. Actually, I'll show you. The box came all apart. I need to get some glue or tape or something and fix her. But as obviously they're related, they're sisters. This is the box from the last Mothership. Now the last Mothership VII Divine Rose is right here. This is a very muted, very wearable, probably Pat McGrath's most wearable, usable artistry palette to date was this one right here, the Mothership VII Divine Rose. So then we compare that to Mothership VIII. And basically what this is Mothership VII on steroids. So we have muted, cool, easy, and then we have the wild little sister. Okay, so a lot of my subscribers were quite comfortable with this previous palette. Very wearable, very mistake proof, right? And then here comes this loud little sister, and there's been a lot of fear. And I don't think that there should be. So the eye look that I have today, if you can, I'll zoom in for you, was done with only this palette. I mean, it's a good companion palette. You can use these two together and come up with some great looks. But what I did today was just use this color to create an extremely approachable, extremely wearable, extremely easy look. So I'm gonna come back with nothing on my face and let's recreate it together. Okay, so Pat McGrath Mothership VIII for the Timid. We want everything really approachable. Got some rougher brushes here. There are some beautiful colors in this palette, but we want to stay with something we can all feel comfortable with and use even for every day. If you're gonna spend this much money on a palette, you gotta use it, right? Let's go in. By the way, this palette just came, so I've had no practice. Let's see what we get here, okay? Let's go in with this color right here. Ooh, very, very colorful. I can blow on this because it's just going on my eyes. Let's see what we get, okay? Okay, good, very light. I'm kind of just going in here and just kind of blending. Blends really, really easily. Okay, we're gonna do the other eye. Bear with me, guys. And I have hooded eyes that are uneven. So I get to do that fun thing that we hooded ladies get to do, and gentlemen too, get to do, and that is to stare at myself and see if it's even when my eyes are open. Kind of almost have to do it two different ways. Okay, so all that did, as you can see, that is very, very user-friendly. That is just this shade right here. It's a matte shade. Just put over the lids and kind of blend it in. Nothing exciting. Let's go with another matte shade before we get a little too crazy. This matte shade here is a lot darker up here up top. In fact, I should have showed you the other. So let me show you the other as well. So on my middle finger, I have what I use just on the lid, and here is what I'm going to use now, which looks like it can be a bit dark. So let's be careful. Okay. Really pretty, blending really easy. I'm gonna get something under the eyes in a moment. You know, it's the color payoff is amazing, but it's not really scary. Okay, so now we have used two of the matte colors to just kind of lay a little base. I'm gonna take one of the matte colors. I actually think, let's do the slightly lighter one, and let's just run it under the eyes, okay? I didn't even blow on that. I ran it under the whole eye. Just kind of, you know, it's kind of smoky, but by the same token, it's approachable. Okay, this isn't anything where if you don't usually play with color where anyone's gonna go, what did you do? You don't wanna not look like you. Some people do, but a lot of us that prefer to play it safe, it can be a little bit intimidating to have people constantly saying to you, oh, what did you do with your eyes today? Oh, you look a little different. I mean, it's fun, but it also can be a little bit kind of intimidating. So as you see, I've run it under. I'm gonna also take the slightly darker shade here. Remember, we haven't even gotten into anything fun yet. We're just dealing with kind of an everyday look. Okay, so let's go under with the darker now. Just the last little edge. I'm not even putting more in. And I really could have wet it for this, but again, I'm just trying to keep it nice and safe and easy, okay? And you know, off camera, I'll fix that up because of my hooded eyes and make sure it's even, but you get the idea. The thing about this palette though, whether we're playing it safe or not, is that it has these extraordinary special shades, these 4 shades, especially this shade, which is kind of a triochrome. This goes green, I hope that's picking that up, and pink. Green and pink. And it literally shifts this shade right here that I'm touching. Look at green, pink. Watch this shade right here. Green, pink. It literally shifts. If you don't use this shade, you're doing yourself a disservice. You don't necessarily want it all over your eyes if you're a court reporter, right? Like, I get it. So let's take it here on this rougher brush right here, the rougher number 2, just kind of a flat brush, and let's run it under the eyes. Again, I haven't practiced this, guys. This palette just came. Let's just experiment and play and see if we can make it kind of a pretty look that's a little bit wild, but not too wild. Again, when if you're bagging groceries for a living, if you're working at the bookstore, you know, if you're a teacher, we don't want anyone to panic when they see you. So let's put it underneath. It's not enough, you guys, you don't see it. It's not enough. It doesn't show it off. I'm going to finish. Pardon, I have shadow on this part of my... Okay, you know what? It's pretty and you see it. I don't think you'll see it on camera. We need to do either inside the eye, we need to do some on the lids. We do. Which is really interesting because look at this is it's a clean brush, and be careful. I mean, look, see, it looks a bit dark on the brush for such a light color. It's deceptive. Should we do it? I'm just kind of doing it in the middle, guys. I'm just doing it in the middle. I'm going to show you. I got my mirror over here to the side. Like I say, don't feel left out. And I'm using the other side right here to kind of, I'm using the other side here. Okay. All right, take a look. What I did was I took this very flat brush and I literally took the crazy trio chrome or 3 chrome shade and I just put it right in the middle just to kind of highlight the eye. Look, there's no reason that I couldn't work at a bank with this eye look, okay? There's no reason. Now, let's take my small, I'll just take my Refer 13, and let's take this shade right here, because this is kind of, you know, it's kind of, no, let's not. Let's take this shade right here. Let's take this shade. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. This is another one of the special shades. This is what you're spending your money on when you buy this palette. Let's put it in the middle and under. Oh my gosh, you guys. Now, this might be, maybe this part you'd leave off if you were an attorney. Maybe this part you would leave off, maybe not. You could have done this without this. I'm even going to put a tad underneath. Okay, I'm going to get some eyeliner on, get some mascara on. Wait a minute, let's do something here. Wait, stop, let's do something here. This pink color right here, this is a pigment. This can stain your eyes. I don't feel like putting it on my eyes. I got a squirrel hair brush here from Surat. Let's put it on the cheeks. Okay? Again, haven't practiced. Let's see. I'm putting it on the cheeks. Oh, I like it. What do you think? Look, guys. Is it Aunt Sally? Is it too dark? Oh, that's going to be dark. Let's see. I kind of like it, and then it kind of like, I mean, I have to fix it up off camera, but it kind of draws it together. All right, let me put on some mascara and stuff, and I'll be right back, okay? Hang tight. Okay, I'm back. Here is the finished look. What do you guys think? I mean, I think this is very, very approachable, and I hope this answers your question. We had some fun with 2 of the special shades in the palette, and other than that, we went with a very simple, sophisticated, super easy look. If I can do it, you can do it. There's no need to be intimidated by a palette like this. It has been re-released. I think the pink is back. I'm not sure. Please check on it. Let me know. I hope I inspired you to try something a little bit different. And the fun thing about a palette like this is then you can go a little bit wilder if you wanted to for a night or an evening look. But if you're a dentist or a hospital administrator or whatever it is that you do, a post person, you can also get away with this at work. You get your money's worth. I hope you enjoyed it. Hey, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I would love for you to subscribe. If you look below at my numbers, I'm moving up. Woohoo! I haven't been here too long, but I'm getting more subscribers, and I would love it if you could add your name to that list. So please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.